Now, this board has an accelerometer on it, and we can find the values. They should be somewhere under global, and we have this. This is a structure called XLNGXYZ, and we can see the value of the accelerometer. And if I take my device and I turn it, we see that the gravity changes axis. Now, like I said, looking at this is quite nice, but I might want to look at this. This would be the alias. So those are virtual variable pointing to the real variable, and you can see that they are being scaled. This is a feature that the software support, just to give it a unit that makes sense. So this is converted to a unitless value to G's. And now, like I said, this is nice, but I might want to make a graph out of that. So I can hit continuous graph, and this will be a graph made by my client. So the device is not involved. It's just my user interface logging what it received from the server. So I can take anything. I can put this here. I can rename my axis. I could even rename the variable on it, but I can hit start. And then I take my device, and as I move it, we can see that I'm having a value reading. Then, of course, I have some tools to inspect this graph. I have a cursor. I can zoom, pan, everything. I can make a zoom here like that. Can export to CSV, save the image. Quite complete tools. Now, if you look at the embedded graph, like I said, this one is different. Instead of having the client logging what it received, it actually asks the device to make a graph. So it's a little bit more complex, but not that much. So we can do the same thing. I'll take those variable, and then I have some settings to do. So I will take my 1 kilohertz task that I have available in this firmware. I could use decimation to have a slower sampling rate, but I'll take 1 to have a clean 1 kilohertz reading. My x-axis will be time. Ideal time means that instead of measuring the time, it will use the sampling rate to create an artificial time axis. So every sample will be 1 millisecond. Now my trigger is what will cause the acquisition to happen. So I can put a condition here, and I will do whenever, and this is the cool part, is you can drag and drop anything anywhere. So I'll put my acceleration here, and whenever the x-axis is greater than 0.5 g, I want a graph. And let's say I want my trigger to be at 75% of my graph, and I hit acquire. Now my device is actively monitoring for that condition. So as soon as I will make it happen, I should get a graph. So I will turn this sideways like this. Boop, I got a graph. What we see is the trigger being at 75%. So 75% on the left, 25% on the right. And we have exactly, if I go here, this is where I hit 0.5. So this is what you can do to find a defect. Okay, that's pretty much it for the GUI. There's, I could go, I could speak for a long time about all the little details in here.